In this 7 minutes tutorial you will learn how to make this beautiful to-do app using Firebase and React. The code is available in GitHub, link in description. First go to the Firebase console. Then, click Create Project. Next, give your project a name. Click Continue. You can enable Google Analytics, or you can skip it. After that it will take some time to create the project. You shall see this type of dashboard once project creation is done. Click on the web app icon. Now, to access Firebase we need to add a web app to the Firebase project. Give a name to the web app. Then hit the Register App button. After that click Continue to Console. Go to the project settings. In the General tab scroll down. Click on Config and copy the Firebase config. It will be used for communicating to the Firebase. Now go to the Firestore database section. Click Create Database. Then this pop-up will come. Click Next. Then choose the database location and click Enable. Once created you should see this type of dashboard. Go to the security rules. Change false to true, and click Publish Rules. First, npx create React app to-do app. Then cd to-do app. Install these packages using these commands. Then start the server. Open the project folder in VS Code or any other IDE. Create a new file in src folder and name it firebase.js. Now let's jump into the coding part. First, import the following dependencies from Firebase/app and Firebase/Firestore. Now, paste the Firebase config which was previously copied. After that, initialize Firebase using initialize app function, and Firebase config as the parameter. Now, initialize Firestore using get Firestore function and app variable as the parameter. At last export db. Create a new folder named Components. In Components create a file named title.js. First, import React. I am coding the title component now. I will paste the CSS later so I am giving the class name now, to make this video as short as possible. The title component is done. Let's import it in the app.js. First import app.css in React. Then let's import the title component from the components folder. Now, let's return the title component, so we can see it. Then export the app. Now, if we go to localhost 3000, then we should see something. Here you can see that it is displaying the title component, but it looks very ugly. Let's add some CSS. Copy the CSS from the link in the description. Now, paste the CSS in the app.css file. Now, if we go to the localhost we should see something better. Cool. Now let's create another component named add-todo.js. Inside this component, import React, then import db from firebase.js. After that import collection and add doc, from Firebase/Firestore. Then, create a state named title. Let's create a form, and a function named handleSubmit. It will be an async function. e.prevent default, will not make the page reload. Then we will use add-doc function to store data in the Firebase. We will create an input field for the to-do input. Now, let's create the submit button. After completing the component, let's import it in app.js. Now, if we go to localhost we should see this type of text input. Let's add some data to Firebase. Here you can see that the data is added successfully. Now let's create another component for displaying the to-dos. It will be named todo.js. Then import React, and some icons from the material icons. We will pass props to this component so I am defining the props. Make a title state. It will be used for storing the to-do title. Now, let's design the front end. This line means if the to-do is completed, then there will be strike-through text effect. This line means that if the to-do title is empty, it will show new title. Now, let's write a function for handling change. Toggle complete will change false to true and vice versa. Now, go to app.js and import to-do component and following packages from the Firebase. Also import db from firebase.js. Next, let's fetch the data using useEffectHook. Now, let's write the query. We have to declare a temporary array for storing the to-do. We will push each to-do to the temporary array. After that, we will update the to-do state. Handle edit function will update the to-do using updateDoc function. Toggle complete function will update if the to-do is completed or not. It will also use updateDoc function. When called handle delete will delete the corresponding to-do. Now, let's display the to-do component and pass the props. Here we will pass the to-do and the functions as the props. Now, the coding is completed. Let's test the app. Let's add some to-do. If we click the Add button, you can see that the to-do is added and displaying perfectly. If we click Completed, then it's adding strike-through effect. We can confirm edit using Edit button.